You're hanging out with Ian and Abi playing some nostalgic video games. We are working our way through Pokémon LeafGreen. This is episode 10.
We think.
We still haven't checked since the last episode. We may be having fun. And Ian was just telling us about how sharks were kind and not scary, and then he immediately switched to a story where sharks are terrifying and very scary. So I don't know where I stand on sharks anymore. I don't know if I did before, but now I'm more confused.
So, yeah, my understanding, and again, this is based on like watching Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter pseudo documentaries back like 20 years ago. But whatever, I'll still regurgitate it. So essentially, the three sharks that cause the most human deaths are tiger sharks, bull sharks, and great whites, Abi. And tiger sharks and bull sharks, I think both have been just known to eat everything, especially tiger sharks. Apparently they found them and like autopsied them and they'll have like a tire in their stomach. You know?
That's a little aggressive. You know, like, what are you? I'm gonna eat it. You know?
I don't know if that's true because I think that would be fatal because there's no way they could digest it, but I don't
Maybe
know.
that it was autopsied. It was clearly not living. So it could be true if it died shortly thereafter, maybe.
Q-Ball Koji. Hey, I'm Q-Ball Koji.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey.
Hey.
I don't know why he talks like that. So, and like, tiger sharks will eat like turtle shells. Like they'll chomp through turtle shells to get to the turtle. They just have really weird jaws.
That's really hardcore. Is it kind of like the pit bull of the shark world? No, for like jaw strength?
It's probably like the hyena of the
Ooh. Yeah, hyenas are the munchers of bones, aren't they?
them and like wolverines, yeah.
Oh man, it took me until about a week ago to actually hear a hyena laugh, and man, they're cute. It tickled my fancy, tickled me pink. What's the phrase?
Yeah, tickled me pink, I think is it.
I think it's tickled me pink. Anyway, I heard a hyena laugh in a video. It was this guy who'd rescued a hyena, and he just tells it jokes in every video, and it laughs. And I don't think it's AI. There were enough videos or enough different settings and different outfits. I'm convinced it's probably real.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like he rescued this hyena, and he treats it very well. And it was in a can't go back to the wild situation. So I was not mad. And I was just like, this is the greatest thing ever. You know?
Yeah, true that. Actually, I'm going to switch to... Let's switch to Aerodactyl. And the reason I'm going to do that, this is a deep take.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking that these kind of fighting type Pokemons give attack EVs or effort values. In other words, by defeating them, you are secretly and covertly accumulating effort values on your Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And if you defeat enough Pokemon with attack EVs, your attack will go up more than it would normally, and we want that on our Aerodactyl. I suspect these guys all have kind of the same Pokemon. Hey, you just bumped me, see? This is a nice new bike.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, it's a bit...
You shouldn't bump the guy's bike. That's rude.
Oh, if Weezing has Levitate. Let's find out. It does.
I mean, if you look at it, he looks like it. But that doesn't always matter. The images don't always relate to what actual traits the Pokemon have. Like, Charizard is apparently not a dragon, despite being a dragon. You cannot convince me otherwise. It's a dragon.
It's a dragon. Levitate is a great ability. Holy mackerel, we are like struggling with this Weezing.
So what else happened in Australia? I never thought to ask if he was surrounded by 5 sharks who were being adorable near him, and he managed to somehow just get away. So what else happened? Blanket question. All interesting stories were requested.
Oh my goodness. Sludge only has a 30% chance of poisoning, and this Weezing is hitting them all. We're gonna have to do like a little healing circle after this. Was poisoned. Other interesting Australia stories.
Did you see anything cool? Did you see any quokkas?
Sino quokkas.
I think they're mostly in New Zealand, and I think there are a couple in Australia, although I might be wrong about that. But man, I would love to meet a quokka. They're so cute. A lot of my life sort of revolves around me wanting to eat food and appreciate cute things. Did you just stop him from evolving, or did you give him a thing?
Give him a little
Okay,
antidote there.
that's good.
Okay, I don't love that they keep. You know, let's get you going. The reason I want to evolve, or I want to use Charmeleon, is he's so close to evolving to Charizard, and Abby will be so happy.
Yes.
She loves a Charizard.
It's like a dragon cat, you know?
Yeah. All right, let's just use Fire Blast. Let's not take any risks. This should take it out.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Ding. Yes, it did. What do you
Did
got?
you see any snakes?
I did. So, in Australia, there are lots of snakes, and if they are, like, I guess, the less colorful they are, the kind of more dangerous they are. I don't know.
That goes against nature, though. Normally, the more colorful, the more dangerous. With tree frogs, especially.
Well, the ones in Australia that you really got to watch out for are called brown snakes.
Is the black mamba in Australia, or is that an African snake?
He's in Africa.
Okay.
Although, yeah, I don't think it's in Australia.
I just assume everything that will hurt you is in Australia.
I think Australia's got the taipan snake, which is super dangerous.
Mm.
All right, let's take a moment and pause and just bask.
This is excellent.
Don't hit the wrong button, Ian.
Just don't touch any buttons. That's an option, to not touch any
I
buttons.
have to micro.
You don't have to micro anything. Just don't touch the button.
Look at him. Look at him.
When we tried to evolve Charizard in Fire Red, because obviously that was the starter we chose, Ian hit the wrong button and canceled the evolution, so we had to make a whole nother level before we could evolve him, and I was so sad.
She was.
I was so sad.
Okay, who needs leveling? Why is this hard? Whatever.
Aerodactyl and Alakazam are the two lowest.
Yeah, I don't really want to give Alakazam any attack EV points, so he's just gonna chill.
Love it. Yeah, he's the EV trainer. I'm more of the punch everything in the face with whatever Pokemon I feel like trainer.
I mean, really, this isn't gonna make it very much difference at all, just because to really EV train, you have to murder like 400 to 500 Pokemon usually, so doing 7 or 8.
You see his little toes?
I know, he's so cute. He looks like one of our dogs.
He does. He kind of looks like Gray. Man, he's a cute little guy. It's like a cat dog dragon, but still a dragon.
Still a dragon.
Dragonese dragon.
Gotta be careful. And we're well within our threshold of 50, like level 50. You know? So I like that. Okay, pretty soon we're gonna start being.
Oh yeah, this is the one where everyone's kind of gravity attacking you.
Yeah. You have to fight bikers and an incline.
I do like that this character is essentially a rectangle. I appreciate that. It's a rectangle with a ball on top. Basic shapes. Respected.
Yeah, so what did I do in Australia? One time I was horseback riding in Australia and there was a flood. And for a while we couldn't cross a stream to get back to the horse's home. I'm gonna fire blast this thing. This thing looks awfully. Why does this fellow have a Machamp? Who is he trading with? That's giving him a Machamp.
Good point. Well, maybe some of the other members of his biker fraternity.
Could be. Oh, you know who should be leveling up?
Everybody.
Everyone, but look at what level Wartortle's at.
Yes!
Which means
Blastoise!
blasphemy.
No.
I mean Blastoise.
So you were horseback riding and you couldn't cross the stream, so you and the horses were stranded from the horse's home.
Yeah, so the horseback riding was fun. We were just going along some trails. It wasn't like anywhere super remote or anything. But there were lots of spiderwebs across the path that we would run into. That was a bit scary.
The spiders in Australia are not messing around.
And yeah, at the end of the path. And I don't really understand it because I guess it rained a little bit during the walkabout. And then I guess it somehow swelled up a river and we couldn't get back for some time. That was mildly interesting. And then the only other interesting thing I can think of is we were walking through Sydney. I think it was Sydney, the main Well, one of the main towns there. Or was it Brisbane? Why are you not killing people? And why? I bet this is going to poison. Aha, it didn't. Wheezing is very high special defense, I think, is the issue here. All right, here we go.
Sydney and Brisbane are different.
Yeah, I can't remember which one has more people. I'm going to say Brisbane.
Don't press the button.
A micro.
There's what? It doesn't do anything.
You can't see it.
He's aggressively pressing the button.
I'm mashing A.
He's just doing it to stress me out.
Yes, I am.
It's his hobby. It's stressing me out.
It was in my wedding vows. I was like, I will love and cherish you. But also, if we're playing a Nintendo Switch, I will mash A.
We've had 3 wedding ceremony type things. We just keep getting married. We haven't been divorced, so I keep telling him we have to be divorced 3 times for it to count if we ever do. But I'm pretty happy with you, so it's looking good.
Okay, so Muck is not wheezing.
No. He's different.
Let's see if this... Oh, I guess this has the high special... the high special defense. So what I'm going to do here, it's using... Oh, I'll get that later. It's using minimize. So we're going to bust out Jolteon. And the reason is because...
If you would have taken the item from Meowth, would that have been your whole turn?
I don't think you can take items in battle.
That would make sense.
But
I've never tried.
Shockwave can never miss. If this poisons me, I'm calling hacks. Hacks. This is very poisonous. Good thing we have lots of antidotes. So you're probably wondering, Ian, why aren't you getting out your Alakazam and using Psychic on these poison types? It would be perfect. Or Earthquake from your Aerodactyl. That would also be good. I don't know.
You don't have an answer to that?
Well, I do. I don't want Alakazam getting all these EVs that I don't want it to. But, and I should have used Aerodactyl there. Okay, item.
That's fair. But anyway,
I had a PP up.
That's amazing.
What a find now.
Our last vow renewal, literally, we just told stories about how we have injured or wronged each other in some humorous way and how we're better off for it together as a couple. Remember that?
Yeah, I'd be probably wondering what I'm doing, but there's method to my madness here.
I have no idea what you're doing. What are you doing? Is the controller broken or is this intentional?
You don't know me.
Is there something on the path you're trying to find?
Yes, and I don't remember where it is. I know it's somewhere.
Mystery solved by Sherlock Abbey.
Oh, maybe it's... Oh, I was in the wrong place.
Oh. I sometimes the lights when they're near the top, I think it's a Pokeball and I get excited. Those lights are mean. They confuse me.
Alright, Mankey. Okay, let's focus here because I'm tired of not we should be able to one-shot all these people. We've got amazing Pokemons. And it's pretty embarrassing to get poisoned by a Weezing. Okay, who's next? Mankey. Okay, we can deal with Mankey. So yeah, we were walking through Brisbane, and it was kind of like sun was going down, and probably 10 or 15 gigantic fruit bats swarmed out of a tree that was in the champ. I think Surf will come the champ. Not in the champ. And flap about our heads, and you could feel their wings.
Is that a situation where you had to get a rabies shot? I know not all bats have rabies, and I advocate for bats being awesome and don't assume they're evil. But at the same time, I think the common logic is if a bat is close enough to you that you know it's there, you should probably get a rabies shot to be safe.
We didn't do that, but we did go get sushi.
Same thing. Yeah.
I mean...
Why did you eat bat sushi? Why?
No.
Is the sushi in any way related to the bats?
It was what we did after the bats. Okay, let's focus here.
How cute were they?
They were pretty cute. Oh, look.
Wow.
Pretty
I'm
good.
impressed.
Pretty good, right?
I have a deep, deep love of fruit bats. Deep love. There are bats that live here, but they're not fruit bats. They are Ontario bats, regular bats, the kind of bats that live in Canada. And I also love them. And they're so tiny, and they fly around, and I love them.
Okay, easy. I
How
think
big were the fruit bats?
they're big. They were like 3 feet across. They were like,
Because bats in Ontario were like,
yeah, no, these were big.
man,
Level 37.
I'm so
nice.
jealous. I would love that experience. I think Australia would kill me. I already come with a pretty low constitution in my D&D roles, but I would love to meet some fruit bats. Can you imagine me with the fruit bats?
They were cute. They were very cute. So that's kind of for now going to be the last Australia story, unless I can remember more.
Well, it took you 8 years to remember being surrounded by 5 sharks, so who knows?
They were little sharks. These were not that dangerous.
I feel even little sharks are still sharks. That might be a weird sentence, but you know what I mean?
I gotta say, Meowth is collecting. We have found a PPF, a rare candy. Look, we have 4 rare candies.
Isn't he the best? Cats are just awesome.
Cats are awesome. So we're gonna finish off what I was doing here. My reasoning is each of our main Pokemon's main moves should be maxed. Just for...
Oh.
Good day, sir.
Hello, sir. We'd like to fight you.
He says, get lost. Get lost. Get out of the bush.
I thought it said I'm busted, as though the cops were coming after him. And he was like, get out of my way, for I am in pursuit. Or someone is in pursuit of me.
Yes. So, Abby, if you mentioned a quokka, do you live in Australia?
Yeah. Well, actually, New Zealand. But I think... I want to say there were some in Australia, but I could be totally wrong. But they're definitely in New Zealand. New Zealand's got all the really cute stuff, and Australia's got cute stuff, but also stuff that wants to kill you.
I do see the issue. Okay. So if you could meet 3 animals and spend a day hanging out with them, which 3 animals would you choose?
That's a mean question.
I know.
A fruit bat for sure.
A fruit bat. Any kind of fruit bat?
One that likes to eat grapes. Have you tried cotton candy grapes? Just as an aside, internet? Have you? Because it's amazing. It tastes like cotton candy, but it's a grape. So technically, healthy by default. And I can eat a barrel of them. They're so good. And I feel the fruit bats would make me their queen if I gave unto them the cotton candy grape. I don't even know if it's safe for them to eat something with that much sugar, but it must be because they're fruit bats. I'd bring bananas, I'd bring whatever fruit they wanted. I would go to the supermarket and buy all the fruit, and I would just spend the day feeding the fruit bats fruit. And I would be so happy.
By the way, the guy said, are you satisfied?
Indeed. Yes, thank you.
That's a bit. Okay, how do we...
What are you trying to accomplish?
I want to...
What else?
Let's get someone else up here. So the next gym is going to be a poison gym. So I'm thinking getting Aerodactyl trained up would be smart.
I think some kind of a bush baby I would want to spend the day with. They're just so cute. You know?
I'm just going to train these guys up and then...
There are no more guys?
There are no more guys. We have no guys. Oh no, there are guys down here.
But I think a bush baby I'd spend the day with.
So the fruit bat you would feed what to? Grapes?
I wouldn't feed anything. I wouldn't feed it to anything. I would feed things to it.
Yes, feed. What would you feed to the?
Just as many fruits as were safe for it to eat. I would buy all the fruit. We'd have a feast. We'd see what fruit it liked the best, and it could bring its friends. Like I would cover that. Fruit's expensive, but fruit bats are worth it.
Okay, and then the bush baby?
Yeah, I just think they're so cute, and I don't know what they like to do, but I think we'd hang out. I'd probably make it watch a Disney movie, because obviously. I think they also eat fruit, so I'd feed it some fruit. We'd go for a walk, see the sights, look at some trees.
Would it walk, or would it just
sit on my shoulder while I walk?
Yeah.
Probably the second. But if it wanted to walk, I'd be down. Kind of give it a good day. And then It's hard. I like so many animals. Maybe some kind of a wild cat. Like maybe... Maybe... Let me Google. I need to make sure I know which cat I'm talking about. What about you?
With 3 animals and I could just hang out with them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's presuppose that we're not going to be, like, in danger.
Okay. Black-footed cat.
Oh, she looked it up.
I was like, is it the black-footed cat or the white-footed cat? It's the black-footed cat.
And for those at home, what does the black-footed cat look like?
A really cute house cat with really puffy cheeks and a lot of little polka dots. Like he's a jaguar, but he's not a jaguar. He's a kitty cat. A little tiny kitty cat. And he's got one of the best kill rates of all cat species. It rivals the serval.
Mighty serval. So, where does the black-footed cat live normally?
In the savannah. Let's see specifically which savannah. Black-footed cat habitat. I think I know this. I have a lot of really weird animal facts. Southern Africa, Botswana, Namibia, and generally South Africa. But, it's so cute.
That's pretty cute.
It's so cute. I would just like to befriend a wildcat, because I feel like in their souls, we get along, you know?
Look at that, a Dodrio.
That's cute.
I like how none of them are facing the correct direction.
It's like all 3 of them are gray.
I mean, I like that the 2 on the left are angry at whatever's to the left, and the one on the right is just like,
Okay.
guys, can we go watch sleep?
All right, what are your 3 animals?
Well, before I say that, if you have 3 animals that you would really like to spend a day with, let us know. I am sure you could ask a million people that question, and you would get a million different answers. Don't you think, Abby?
Yeah, I love that. And I might change my answer because, you know, the binturong exist. So, kind of want to hang out with a binturong. A jerboa. Love to hang out with a jerboa. An owl. Can you imagine an owl or literally any big cat that doesn't want to eat me? Even if it did want to eat me. A sun bear. I feel like they're pretty chill. You know, a wallaby. The blue penguins. The blue penguins are about a foot tall and they hunt in packs to try to be more intimidating. They're tiny blue penguins. It's the cutest thing ever.
So we're going to the poison gym, and I just want to flag that we are doing that.
I love it. The fennec fox is another good one. Although they're kind of wild. They would be pretty stressful to hang out with. I would do it, but they'd be pretty stressful. You know?
These are jugglers?
It's unclear. Pokemon is a wild ride.
Okay. Well,
So yeah, please share in the comments what your 3 animals would be. Please. Because I probably also want to hang out with them.
yeah, and I'm just going to focus here because, man, we are always getting poisoned here. So if they look like they have blonde hair, it looks like they're jugglers, and they're going to have psychic types. Okay. I think psychic types generally have low defense, so this should do pretty well. Wow.
Well, he's higher level than you, so it makes sense that you can't one-shot him.
Yeah, true. And we only have, so psychic is weak to ghost, to bug, and to dark, and we have, I don't think any of those attacks, so
We have Angry Skull Aerodactyl.
we just have to remember, let's go bag, and let's go antidote, use the polar antidote, which is good, because eventually we're going to switch to full heals if we haven't already. Pokemon. Switchy. And,
I feel like I can kind of see on the big screen the little walls, which is nice.
Let me beat you with my special techniques. What do you say?
I don't know. I was trying to decipher the walls.
Okay, let's see what this drowsy's at. The other guy had like a level 38 hit. No. Let's see here. What is strong? I think Rock Slide is still our strongest attack. Not by much. Nice work, Aerodactyl. That's pretty good to one-shot a Pokemon that's only... Okay, Kadabra. Kadabra will probably fall to an aerial ace if we're honest. Oh yeah. I have to say higher.
Yeah.
Can you get some juicy experience here?
That's pretty juicy.
Pretty juicy.
Why is his hair green if his avatar is blonde? I feel I am being deceived.
Who knows? It's so hard to tell if they're going to be animal trainers or
maybe they're hats, if not hair.
Oh, maybe they're hats. Because
it kind of looks like his hair was brown around his ear. But it's still not green, so there is some discord? I don't even know what word I'm looking for. Disconnect?
Yes.
I need to have a nap.
So, what three Pokemon?
What three Pokemon?
Animals would I spend time with? Well, how I like to approach questions like this is I like to start by thinking, what am I trying to get out of this experience? And no. And to me, because of the way of the question is, I can pick any animal, so I'm going to pick an animal that I otherwise wouldn't have the chance to meet in actual life, aside from this. So if criteria 1 is they should be rare, or endangered, or like inaccessible.
Like the red panda?
I think red pandas are super common in zoos, though, and you can see them.
But you can't pet them. You can't snuggle them.
Okay, so that's another, so let's put that in the difficult to meet.
Can you imagine snuggling a red panda?
I cannot. Number 2. What do we want to do? Do we want to learn from the animal, or do we want to, like Abby wants to have a lot of contact with it? Some animals you want to have contact with, and they want to have contact with you. Some you don't, right? If it's a hedgehog, or a porcupine, I guess.
Yeah, hedgehogs are pretty soft.
Yeah. So this guy has a different avatar. I don't think he's going to have a lot of psychic types, so we're going to bust out the Alakazam.
Nice.
Ninjas have a long history of using animals.
Is that Pokemon?
I don't know.
Are the animals Pokemon, or is there... He's a lion tamer? No way! Out of nowhere!
Out of sight.
Is he a ninja lion tamer? Is that what he just implied? Is that even a profession? What is happening? Okay, so what's your first animal?
Well, I haven't finished my criteria.
Right, how many are there?
I don't know yet. Criteria 2 is, what do I want to achieve? I want to achieve... I think I'd like to just be, like, amazed and entertained. I think I'd like to be awed. So that's my second criteria. I'm not looking for something to cuddle with. And third criteria, I have to spend the whole day with them. So hopefully there's some activities that we can do together. Okay, so whereas those are my criteria. Number 1.
It's hard.
I think it would be fun to hang out with a great white shark. And the reason is because I can't think of many places that house them, if any. Like, I don't think you can go to a marina and be like, here's the great white shark. You can see a lot of just normal, like, reef sharks and things, but I don't think there's any place in the world you can...
Go hang out.
And I'm not saying go in the tank with it. I'm saying, just go observe it. I think that'd be very awe-inspiring, and I think that would be rare. And as for the activities, you could feed it bacon or something. I'm sure it would enjoy a nice crispy strip of bacon.
I don't know if that would do much. How big are these things again? I
think the biggest one on record is like 26 feet long.
Yeah, I feel like that might not be enough. Just a thought.
Well, that's what you have already. Unlimited bacon.
Why are you being mean to the pigs?
Look, the shark is going to eat. It can eat the pig, it can eat the fish, it's going to eat something.
Okay, so great white shark.
Great white shark is number 1. Number 2 is giant squid. Again, giant squids. You cannot meet them. And they are apparently, again, like 30 feet long-ish. And I don't know what they eat, but I would love to feed them then the food, and they will reach out a tentacle and be like, "Oh."
But they're evil.
They are evil, but
I have a deep hatred of squid and octopi. They're too smart, and they can fit into too many things, and I don't trust them. Right?
Indeed. And I think the third one would be a gorilla.
Oh.
And the reason is because I can't think of a lot of zoos that have gorillas. I think you would, if you wanted to go see a gorilla and like spend time with one, you would like, I think, have a job ahead of you. So a gorilla, and then again, I think I would be awed by how intelligent and large and probably gentle they are. Apparently they're quite like chill.
Well, yeah, they'd be chilling.
And the activities we could do is try and learn sign language. Both of us could learn at the same time because I don't know it. And apparently gorillas can learn it. So we could do things like sign language. We could, if they did that, we could maybe figure out checkers. Not so much. But I think he would enjoy fruit. I could say, here, why don't you try this kiwi? And I will try this raspberry. And the gorilla will say, yes, that's good. However you say, yes, that's good in sign language. Hopefully we could learn how to high five. This could be good.
I feel like they're pretty strong. It might hurt you if I high-fived you.
No, gentle. Let's be gentle. And oh, there's Koga. All right, let's beat Koga, and then we'll call it an episode. I'm going to. I think he mostly has poison types, so we're gonna leave with our pal Alakazam. Okay, what's his voice gonna be? He's a ninja, so he's gonna.
Is he gonna whisper, or is he gonna?
No, he's gonna talk. He's gonna talk like this. He's so sly.
Oh.
Fwa fwa fwa. A mere child like you dares to challenge me. The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Very well. I shall show you the true terror as Ninja Master. Okay, not my best voice.
I think my true terror stemmed from
I'm not gonna.
The fact that there are ninja lion tamers. What? How? When is that useful?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's got a coughing, a grimer, a muck, and a wheezing. So I'm gonna just have to hit psychic 4 times, and that will be
How
battle.
do you know that?
I just remember it from Fire Red, and also it kind of makes sense.
It's like a month ago.
So the next one should be okay. We'll muck.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
But I still think he's got. Okay, since he put out muck next, it must mean that he's gonna put out grimer next. Wow. Muck. I gotta give you props, my friend. Surviving a psychic from an Alakazam?
You're badly poisoned. Can you be poisoned in different measurements? I thought you were either poisoned or not. Is there different levels of aggression to poisoning?
Indeed there is. So, normal poison, I think takes away a 16th of your health per round.
Oh, okay.
If you are poisoned by toxic, badly poisoned as I am, I think it doubles it each time. So the first time it's 16th of your health. The next time it's an 8th of your health. The next time it's a quarter of your health. So I will survive, but watch how much it takes away this time. So 89 minus 79 is 10. Watch how much it takes away next round. It should be 20.
That's insane.
So we should go down to...
How do you know that?
If I'm right, we'll go down to 59. Let's find out. We're at the edge of our seats.
I kind of am. How do you know these things? 64.
I don't know. Apparently.
It's still more than 10, though.
Yeah. So I don't know what the math is there for. But it gets worse. That's the whole point. I'm confused.
I'm confused.
And Alex, I'm poisoned. Alright, well that was fantastic. I'll try and... Maybe I'll look at a special attack. 133. What a total gangster. Leader Koga, what does he say? You have proven your worth. Here, take the soul badge. It goes with your soul. Nice.
Alright.
Now that you have the soul badge, the defense of your Pokemon also lets you surf outside of battle. Take this to sealed within that TM lies toxic.
Not a bad move.
It's a secret technique dating back 400 years. It is, but we can't use it because of... we better heal up. Not that it really matters if Alakazam dies of poisoning. Just bad form. In real life, if Pokemon were real and you had a Pokemon that was
Perishing?
actively dying because it was being poisoned, and you're just like, you have the antidote in your other pocket.
Yeah, it's me.
I think that'd be a bit heartless.
Yeah.
I like how the maze is not really a maze, you just go around the outside. They could have made that much harder. Okay, I will heal on my bike.
Nice bike.
That is some bike micro or bicro, as they call it. We'll end the video there, and then I did my 3 animals, right?
Yeah, a giant squid. They're huge, and also I won't get into it, but on the History Channel they basically said that the origin stories of sea monsters were hordes of red giant squid just taking down ships, and people thought they were one entity because they were just so aggressive. I can't even.
Yikes. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Check in next time for episode 11, and I think in that episode we will be surfing to I want to call Cinnabon Island, but I think it's Cinnabar.
We just want cinnamon buns.
We've got a few things to do there. Head off to the Sevi Islands. Then it's the Elite Four. And finally we'll get your precious, precious, precious Togepi.
Thank heavens. Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. Have a great day.
Sharks.